Oh.
Nonsense. Liu Xiaojun did that no less than 5 years ago. Fuck yeah, dude. I don't want to spoil it.
Spoil what?
Who are you going to go train with? Yeah.
I know you guys have been waiting for this episode. One of my oldest friends in weightlifting, I lived with him 6 years ago. We train together every single day, and we'll make content together every now and again. And every time we do, it's awesome. Before we get into the video, make sure you comment something, anything, any comment helps. Hit like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And enjoy this episode of training with ZACK TELANDER.
All right, so we're doing
5 singles of overhead squat, and then your first, then 5 singles of front squat, then 5 singles of back squat. Your first single of the overhead squat has to be higher than your heaviest of the front squat, or sorry, Jesus Christ. Let me start that over again. When you move on to the front squats, the first weight of the front squat has to be heavier than the final weight of the overhead squat. Same thing with the back squat to the front squat.
So you have to increase. You can never go back.
Yeah, you can't. You have to increase weight the entire time. So like, you want to think like maybe like RPE 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, like
yeah.
As it goes up, and then
for
because mechanically, it's more advantageous to front squat than it is to overhead squat.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's like a mechanical drop set. So you go up, and then mechanically it's easier to back squat than it is to front squat. So you go up.
I feel like I'm really gonna overhead squat. I can definitely go for it because I feel like overhead squat, best case scenario, I do like 150.
So I did this last week.
Yeah.
So I just want to beat that, what I did last week.
What'd you do last week?
I love this idea of a workout, especially for myself right now, like in my whatever fitness goals. It's always these workouts that progress to the point where like at the end you're firing.
Yeah.
But it takes a long time to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't change exercises. So like my back squats lately, if I'm doing back squat sets, I'm doing sets of 20, sets of 15, sets of 10, and then maybe starting doing sets of 8, then working on sets of 5. So
that's
my legs
a shitload of volume.
But it's like, I'm telling you,
it's light though.
The percentage is like negligible at best. Like it's like not even 50%.
Yeah.
I'm putting 60 kilos on the bar and doing 10 reps. That is pure warm up. Mm-hmm. And what it helps me do is like it gets me fired up for the actual set that I'm doing, which is the same movement pattern. Mm-hmm. I don't like the idea of like warming up, quitting an exercise, and then doing another exercise.
Yeah.
Warm up your brain to do the exercise and then stick with it for a while. Mm. That's what like the less is more approach to programming is like the ultimate approach.
Yeah.
You warm up the snatch, keep snatching. Like don't stop, think about another movement, warm that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just keep flowing.
Keep going. Like
that's why like with heavy Fridays, like max out Fridays, as soon as I'm done snatching, it's like take 70 and I'm at 150 in the clean and jerk within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like quick.
So like right now we're warming up, and how are we warming up? Putting the ball on our back and like working on the squat pattern. We're not fucking, you can do everything else, that's fine. But the idea here is like, what percentage is this? Like fucking 5%. My go-to with everything, like I wanted to do a max effort weighted chin up. Mm-hmm. So I like added 5 pounds each rep and just did singles, and then I rotated with dips, and I would add a rep on dips every time I rotated back and forth.
Yeah.
So that way by the end I'm building up. I just did like
you got
60-pound chin up, and I'm doing sets of 10 on the dips at the end of my workout. But I didn't warm up, I didn't do anything. I just kind of increased volume until the end where you're like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, the best like snatch programming I've ever had was Don McCauley's, and that's exactly what he would do. You'd do like 2 or 3 sets at each weight, working all the way up. Then once you get past 85%, it's just like single, done. Lately for back squat, I've been basing it off of clean and jerk percentage and just doing no equipment at all.
That is absolutely the Russian way, or if not Russian, and this is shitty of me to conflate the two, but a lot of the Ukrainian system of weightlifting comes from it.
Yeah.
That is absolutely what Alexei did.
Yeah.
He said he clean and jerked in training 245, and his heaviest back squat was 260. There was absolutely no need for him to crush the back squat.
Yeah.
To increase global fatigue.
There's definitely been
fatigue.
Times where I have back squatted. Like my best back squat at the time was like 272, but like 235 would move kind of slow. But my lifts would be way better if my best squat was 240, but I would just fucking like pop through it. Like it's two different types of squatting you can do.
For sure. I mean, if you're squatting to like introduce this neural response, this kind of systemic fatigue, then yeah, it will work in that way.
Yeah.
You just get, it's almost like blunt force trauma to your brain stem to be like, let's get fired up to lift lighter weights faster.
Yeah.
But you're inducing systemic fatigue. Mm-hmm. So what if you didn't do that, but you already can move the lighter weights faster? So now you don't, you get the best of both worlds. You don't need to squat a fucking house to tire yourself out.
It's just pretty cool squatting a lot.
It's very cool, yeah. I mean, the internet loves it.
Ripping a 600-pound squat is, like crushing a 600-pound squat. The rest of the day, you definitely feel pretty cool. I'm trying to think of what I should start my overhead squat singles at.
Oh, my left knee, did you hear that shit?
Yeah, it's a little crunchy. 50?
Yeah.
Get something
I'm
on
gonna
there.
put my shoes on.
Get your fancy shoes on.
Look at these things. They're fucking great.
I used to wear the 08 Addy Stars.
I know, I've seen videos.
A long time ago. So I'd be interested to see what the difference is.
I legit was just like, let's just make those.
Yeah. I mean,
probably shouldn't have said that, but
I mean those are way wider. The only issue I had with 08 Addy Stars is how narrow they were, because I fucking rolled my ankle on a jerk.
Yep.
Like bad. Like stepped out, just
and rolled. Yeah, that's not gonna happen in these, that's for damn sure. I wonder if I should do sleeves.
I'm gonna not do anything on my knees I don't think I'm gonna do
squat.
for overhead squat. I'm gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Front squat, I'll throw some shit on.
Good call.
Whoa.
You know, did you see the video that I made on Instagram responding to that dude?
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting thing. Like, people love clapbacks.
They do.
They
I mean,
really
that's why
love
rappers do it.
Yeah, and it like a lot of the times I get comments from people who are like, dude, don't respond to the haters. I'm like, dude, if it wasn't so rewarding, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, if no one watched, it'd be not worth my time. But the sad thing is, it's going to be the best performing video ever.
But it's also like, it's a fun video. Like, it's fun for me to relive those moments and like, and here's the thing too that I never really liked was like, be the bigger man, like, you know, that shit. I'm like, bro, who do you think I am? I'm not fucking Post Malone. Like, if I'm not, you know, if I was like, if they're like, be the bigger man, I'm like, dude, I'm not making millions of dollars. Like, if I was, I would be the bigger man.
Yeah.
But I'm just a fucking normie, dude.
I'm not selling out Staples Center.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, if Post Malone was doing that shit, like, yeah, we'd be like, hey man, be the bigger man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I try to stay as far away from like internet feuds as I can, but like, I've had this thought for a long time, like a fake beef would go so hard.
It would go so hard, yeah.
Like if me and you just suddenly started hating each other on the internet, like
this could be the start of something. No, I would do it with Andrew Hiller if I did it with anyone.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
He basically, did you see one of his videos that he made of me? It was like, Zach Telendar is out of his mind.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's called. And it's like pictures of me like, and it's like very loosely about me.
Yeah.
He's not even really talking shit. And I know Hiller. Like,
yeah,
we could absolutely be doing that.
It would crush. It would crush. It would do so well. People love that shit.
I know.
I mean, it's just...
Especially YouTube, bro.
70.
Sure. So there's GLP-1 agonists, there are GIP, and then now there's another one. So basically it ends up being Ozempic, which is the GLP-1.
Yeah.
And then tirzepatide, I think, is what, Manjaro is what they call that. And that's the GIP and whatever. Then there's a new one called retatrutide.
Yeah.
Which is like, it attacks, fat loss from 3 different angles. Basically curbing hunger, all these things. And man, I was hanging out with some celebs, not to toot my own horn.
Not to name drop, but I was hanging out with Trump.
Hanging out with some celebs, and dude, their faces, their bodies, like they've lost, like it's noticeable. Water's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, and some of them look like kind of sarcopenic, but like their faces are, and it was like all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
They're
and
all
I was
doing
like,
it.
yeah, dude. And the number one thing that everyone says is like, oh, you look great.
Yeah.
And then they kind of go, yeah, I got a trainer, kind of like watching what I eat. And I was sitting there being like, dude, I know my audience.
What a dumbass. You want to learn how to not train like a dumbass? Come with me. So this is the Dozer weightlifting app, and we've just added some new additions here. Now with every single exercise, you are going to get videos explaining that exercise. There's also different options of the dog pack program. You can do an even focus if you want to focus on all lifts, snatch focus if you want to focus on snatch, strength focus if you want to focus on strength, clean and jerk focus if you want to focus on your clean and jerk, and there are some individual programs in there. We have a jerk only program. We also have a pulling strength program. There's also a speed workout option to where you can get your workouts done in 30 minutes or less. And also there's a taper week that you can plug in whenever you have a meet the next week. And if you're tired of training in your garage alone, you can get some community aspect with the community feature. You can see all these lifts. There's posts going up daily, people cheering each other on. It's pretty cool. And you can sign up for this app at the link in my bio. There's a 3-day free trial going right now, so take advantage of it. Bye.
Losing weight, gaining muscle, it's like what they fucking daydream about for years.
Yeah.
It takes so much effort and so much obsession to just casually be like, oh, you're 55 years old and you lost 25 pounds in 1 year.
Yeah.
What did you do? I just was eating right. And I got a trainer.
Yeah.
To just be like so nonchalant about that when there are people that, I was like, this is crazy. The new fake natty is here, and it is all those drugs.
Ozempic. Dude, my fucking dad makes, you know what Wegovy is?
Yeah, Wegovy is, yeah.
It's what my dad makes. He's in Denmark making that shit.
Yeah.
And, business is booming because just
all
you don't need
telehealth
anything.
has them now.
Yeah.
So once the FDA approved it, I think for that, I saw a commercial for Hims, Hims,
yeah.
And then there's even any place where you would get finasteride or boner pills or any of that shit, they now sell them.
You can get it on third-party research chemical websites.
Oh, of course,
too.
you could have always done that. But I'm saying no one's gonna only the fucking weirdos are gonna go get research chemicals.
Yeah, we get semaglutide from research.org.
Yeah. Okay, but. The fact that it's now available through telehealth,
it's great.
Now it's going to blow up. And
it
already has, dude.
You don't need to get any blood work done for it. You just need to get on the phone and be like, I'm just a little heavier than I want to be.
Dude, absolutely.
All right, done.
Yeah.
Take this. It's
they
free
get
money for me.
Cash from that, too. Business is a booming. Ooh. Yeah, absolutely. Just rinse depth. That's the key with the overhead squat. It's just to
sit.
So
you'll find that position with your back all the way at the bottom.
Okay, 80 will be my first.
80?
Yeah, because I'm gonna go up. I want to increase every time, and if I don't start counting it, I'm gonna fucking.
You're gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 90.
Okay.
And if this feels as weird as I think it's gonna, because I did fucking 8 sets of presses and squats yesterday, then I'll start here. But if I start here, I'll jump like 10 every time.
Nice.
We'll start at 100. It's probably my first time doing just overhead squats and nothing else, and
Ages.
maybe ever.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's a very distinctly CrossFit thing to just train the overhead squat.
yeah.
People be like, nonsense. Lu Xiaojun did that no less than 5 years ago. Shut up!
Dude, that behavior online drives me up the wall so much.
I fucking bro.
You say something that's just like,
Well, there's a video of Tian Tao doing that no less than 3 years ago.
You're just like, die! Just chest kick.
it's like, tell me, like, how close are you to being Tian Tao?
And it's like, dude, oh god.
It's like, if that's the case, why don't you go do everything Tian Tao does?
Okay, this is the value in what's your total. It's like, people, I saw some dude comment, he was like, and this is all Telander and Cooper say is what's your total, like disparaging. No, dude, people can have really great ideas.
Yeah.
Really great ideas about training and all this shit. But the moment that like you prove to me that you have not trained enough and you have not taken your own total from a place, whatever place, and grown it over like long periods of time with like hard training, or you've done that with other, like you can prove that to me by telling me what your fucking total is or where it's come from. Like if you're, I'm trying to think of a coach who had like a really low total who I'm like, I fuck with this guy. I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to name names. I'm not going to name names. But they exist only because their approach to train, like, it's positive, it's uplifting. It's like, oh, I've been here. I've been in fucking millions of sessions, all the national sessions, all the AO sessions, all that stuff. I've been here. I understand the sport.
And those people are influenced by people that have that total.
Yes.
Like,
It's what it does is it proves to me your understanding on a deep, deep level.
yeah.
That you've put in this weird time. Not just time, it's like weird time. Like,
I mean, it's with anything. Like, the act of actually doing it is so different than anyone can map out a way to get there, and it would probably work okay. But the act of actually doing it is so fucking different. Like, once you're in there and actually trying to increase your total, all these factors that you would never think about start creeping in. It's like,
okay,
how do you handle those?
How about this one? As a coach, let's say you're not actually increasing your total. So then you go, what, am I not a good enough coach? No, the big one with the coaches, have you ever had an athlete not increase their total? Have you ever had an athlete lose a relative or fucking go through a fucking mental issues and their total crashes and they end up sucking and now they come at you and now you have to adjust programs or they're going to go to another team? Like, have you ever dealt with that? That's when weightlifting gets really weird.
Yeah.
And if you can get past that and work with someone long enough and then they increase their total at the end of that, now you're a good coach. Now you're someone who I can listen to. Mm-hmm. It's very important. There's like a lot of nuance to this.
There's
but
so
we
much,
just
dude.
simply just boil it down to what's your fucking total, dude.
Yeah.
Don't just drop, Kendrick Ferris sucks.
Kendrick Ferris have you seen him lift weights? Ian Wilson is garbage.
like, dude, you don't know anything. You don't know anything. Kendrick Ferris and Ian Wilson are two of the most inspiring fucking athletes that have ever touched strength sport.
Yeah.
And you're going to say,
Well, there's 77 kilogram weightlifters in China lifting more than them and with better technique.
you're like, you don't know anything, do you?
You don't know
You
anything.
fucking bastard.
And it's all right. It's all right to not know stuff.
Yeah, just,
Like, it's fine.
dude, go to Louisiana and tell Kendrick Ferris that he's not good at weightlifting. And he's the greatest fucking weightlifter at one point he was the greatest weightlifter in the Pan American area.
He's the only
region.
American to make the Olympics 3 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, guys.
I saw a video of a dude, he's like 290 pounds. He's 6'5", on a ton of gear, 290 pounds, probably like 13% body fat. Looks ridiculous. Top comment was like, like blocky waist, like blocky waist, like obviously carrying water, like not shredded, bro. Sorry. I'm like, holy shit.
I don't know what it is. I would love to talk to like a psychologist about what makes people feel the need.
Being behind a screen.
Yeah, for long enough.
Yeah.
People start agreeing with you, and you're just like, oh.
Oh yeah. That feels
sit.
great. I'm sitting. I'm gonna start split jerking.
Yeah.
I'm serious. It feels way nicer.
Really?
I can lock out, like just wide grip. It feels way nicer than
Oh, to
get. Yeah, it feels. Kendrick, Ian, Jared Fleming. He's built different. That's for damn sure.
Do you remember his snatch at 2015 Nationals? It was like 167.
Yeah.
And he took his fucking singlet off and it said American as fuck, and he like was screaming.
Yeah.
It was the coolest.
I remember
Like-
people being like, over celebrate much?
Yeah. I'm like, shut up, dude.
God damn, dude. Weightlifting will always get in its own way. Okay. Who's the guy that did 220 that was called the press out at Worlds?
Aaron? Oh, Colby.
Yeah. Okay, I've got a little rant here. The press out rule, which if you followed me at all, you know that I hate the press out rule. But here's the biggest issue with it. That guy at Worlds who got his press, or who got called to the press out.
Yeah.
It was a heavyweight, not a super heavyweight. He's
Yeah,
a heavyweight.
109.
Yeah. Okay, heavyweight lifter doing 220 is like a big deal. Okay. It gets called with a press out. Now, I'll get into why that lift is important, but the main thing is the very people who think that, like, they take issue with the fact that weightlifting isn't proliferating the way that it should or the way that it was before, are the same people that love the press out rule. And that makes no fucking sense to me, because if I show that lift, the 220 lift, to just a random person, they'll go, wow, that was a great lift. He got the bar from the ground to overhead. Really good technique. I'd go, oh, sorry, that doesn't count. And they'd be like, why? I go, see his elbow? See how it flutters? It just flutters a little bit. That is illegal in our sport.
That
and
means...
they go, but what? Why?
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, okay, I
Why?
don't get it, and see you later. Like, that's, dude, I had a compilation of the worst, the most egregious elbow calls from Tokyo.
Yeah.
Some of them are fucking insane to me. Mm. And then I posted one, and there's people in the comment section, the Liu Xiao Juners, they're like, well, actually, the same people are like, you could obviously see a flutter in his elbows. Oh, you mean the fucking lightweight who's snatching 160? You saw a little flutter in his elbows, and that makes it illegal? He's like, well, rules are rules. We have 7 people. 7, right? 3 judge, 8? 3 judge, 5 jury?
Yeah.
8 boomers in suits judging one thing: the flutter of an elbow with an over 500-pound lift going from the floor to overhead.
Yeah.
Make that shit make sense. It never will.
Taking money from that could be going to fucking athletes just to sit there and be like, no. Actually, no.
It should be like...
You're strong and all, but that wasn't good.
Oh, it's way easier. So...
Squat rack's just disassembling as we're using it.
I had another point about it that's just like, oh, like people are like, oh, but then the aesthetic of weightlifting will, devolve. It's like, it absolutely won't. The reason the aesthetic of weightlifting is the way that it is because it's the most efficient way to do the fucking shit.
Yes. And still, the most efficient way is to not press out.
It's to not press out. And if you
and
do a
people
little
are going
bit,
to
that's
train
fine.
to do that anyways.
Yeah.
Like it's a silly
dude,
rule.
Didn't Lasha have like a crazy world record? Wasn't it the world record?
267, where they're
267, and they like reviewed it?
Yeah. Dude, if that lift got turned down, everyone would be on our side with this.
Dude, I'm straight up, I'm ready to fucking square up with someone right now about that exact thing, dude. You're wrong. You've never been more wrong.
It's crazy that people can, especially these international guys, can sacrifice their health, do all these drugs, get so fucking strong, and then they go to a meet, go to clean and jerk a world record, and their elbow bobbles just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like everything you did is worth nothing
Because
of this right here.
Yes. It's
Crazy.
insane. It's insane.
Just,
Dude, I have a comment that I have on Instagram has like 7,000 likes. And it was like, of course, why would this be a made lift? Because, and then all this shit. Because it's like, it's just blatantly like some Chinese dude just absolutely waxing like a 225 clean and jerk at nationals.
Yeah.
Some like absurd number. And like, there's a little flutter. I don't even know really.
Yeah.
It's like, why is this? Everyone's like, must have been the elbows. I'm like, this is the fucking sport, dude. It's insane.
It's the same thing as like fucking TMZ when they see like a celebrity fart or something. They're just like, oh, this person's perfect. They do all this cool stuff, but this one thing right here, I'm not going to stop talking about it. Dude, this bar, like the sleeves slide. Have you felt that walking it out?
I thought it was the plates.
No.
Oh, yeah. It's a really tough movement. Like,
It's harder than snatch.
It for sure is. It's harder than snatch balance, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
But I will say this, like, I think I PR'd my snatch when my snatch balance was the highest, and I
Same.
PR'd, yeah. So there is that. I think, yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. I've made a video about this, but I think that I've never increased my total as fast as when I did rest pausing back squats and deficit snatch grip deadlifts.
Deficit snatch grip deadlift is like the greatest exercise for the snatch you could ever do.
I think this whole sport is your lower back. I think the whole fucking thing is, and I think it's a fucking psyop. The American people in weightlifting to be like, oh, your quads are weak and all this shit. It's like, no, it's the ability of your very low back to
just the sturdiness of that little.
It is the fulcrum of all of this, and that was the big thing with the Soviets. Klokov said he would do 3 days of his training. He would be on the glute ham developer doing hip extensions or back extensions, whatever you want to call them, with the barbell on his back.
With so like 120.
If you pair, so the rest pause, what that does is it just like builds your knees.
Yeah.
And it also, as you stand up, what are you doing? Your hips come up a little bit. Now you're pulling with the low back.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what that takes care of. Obviously, the deficit snatch grip deadlift is low back. Again, that's strength. That's just straight up strength. And then to make sure there's blood flow, there's metabolites in that area, you do the fucking glute ham developer extensions. And I fucking shit you not, your snatch will increase. Like, I just remember in here with you, I just like couldn't get past 125. And remember that? Like I hit 143, whatever, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And then I was like, let me get my fucking snatch back. And I couldn't get it back.
It's all back.
And then I just was like, let me get my back strong again. And then it happened.
Yeah. Deadlift 300, your snatch went up. Everything good started happening. I got to.
Okay, wait, this is set number?
I think that's 3 for you.
This is 3, yeah. See, this is a tricky exercise because of like when I get to the quarter squat area. I gotta fight through it.
These videos would not be possible without Podium supplements, so make sure you guys support them. Their supplements are awesome and they are safe for competition. My personal favorite is to stack the feuds pre-workout with the pump pre-workout. If you mix those two, it gives you everything you need to have a great workout. There's an ingredient in there called nitrosogene, which is what Ilya Ilin swore by himself. He took it for every training session, and it just so happens to be in their pump formula. So when you go, click the link and get yourself some supplements. Make sure you get that too. Mix it into your pre-workout, and you're going to feel like you can train forever. Back to the video.
Good. Still going with the push press. Honestly, I think you should literally go for like a PR push press, snatch push press.
I don't even know what that is, honestly.
You just did it.
Probably.
But you're saying what your PR up for that
Yeah.
is? Don't you remember Alexei doing that shit all the time?
Yeah, they would just bang out reps too, just like touch and go. It's pretty sick.
By the way, the fucking drug use going on is so fire lately.
With what?
In the like this year's Worlds.
Yeah, dude, it was
Yeah.
hot in there.
Yeah, it's basically back to 2015.
That Kazakhstan guy,
Yeah, dude.
just off a pop, hits PRs.
Yeah.
Like people will see that and be like, "No, dude, they're getting drug tested. They're not doing that shit."
Dude, I said this, and this, like, people are gonna criticize me for this or whatever. Based off of what I've seen with Iranians before, like, he might fly too close to the sun and die out. Like, remember Mulai? Remember him?
Yep, Bahadur.
Yep.
That other super that competed in Anaheim in 2017.
Yes. Not Ali Davoudi. Was it Ali Davoudi?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then like Sorab had a really short peak.
Yep.
He had one Olympics in him.
But that I'm talking supers.
Supers?
Specifically supers. Like,
Who else?
Mulai is that guy. He was crazy as a junior.
A lot of people probably
Had
don't know
1
who
year-
that is, but I'll put a video of him. He's like, it's
Dude,
a carbon copy.
I was like, oh, yes, yeah, it's a carbon copy. It's the
Yeah.
same fucking guy. I don't think that this guy is going to do what people think he's going to do. I think that might have been one of his best. And I hate to say that, but I think it's going to be one of his best.
the emotions I'm
his
feeling
clean
are
and
the
jerk-
same as when I saw Bahadur doing his like 260 at Worlds that one time. I
Yeah.
was like, 270s.
And people are like, finally, Lasha has someone to push him. Like, no, like he literally doesn't. The sport is not built in that way. It's not like this one flash in the pan lift, 262s, incredible.
Yeah.
It actually beats a lot of Lasha's lifts. But, bro, when we watched Lasha of early beating people by 20 kilos in the total, it just looked like, oh, he's gonna progress next time.
Yeah.
He's gonna get better next time. And he did. Every single time he did. I don't see that with this guy's lifting. And it's exciting. But all Iranian lifting has always been exciting.
Yeah.
It's always been do or die, like fucking go hard as shit. And they like don't put together big totals
And that's
for
why,
a
like,
consistent amount of time.
Rastami's sick because every meet, it's just like he either goes 2 for 6 with a massive total or just bombs out horribly.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
It's
Like,
crazy.
It's modern day Bulgaria. Like they do exactly what the Bulgarians used to
Yeah,
do.
that team is they're the craziest.
I love it.
Because they can have some guys that come through like
Out of nowhere, dude.
peak Salimi was like so sick.
Crazy, dude.
But like also Lasha or not Lasha, Mart Syme like hitting that clean and jerk
Yeah.
while the crowd was booing him.
Dude, what was so sick about that meet was Lasha's 258. I don't think he needed it. And Iran was freaking out in the crowd. And he was just like, he did that, was just like fucking waved him on and then crushes it and wins the Olympics. That's the shit I love this sport for.
Dude, he is so the GOAT, it's actually hysterical to think otherwise.
Yeah.
And this is not just me being like, oh, I love Kendrick Ferris because I have no bias here. The way that Lasha wins is so unfucking heard of. Like,
It's not even like close. I mean, the Olympics was close, but like never during the Olympics were you like, oh shit.
Yeah,
It might
watch
not be
out.
his day. He only needed 2 clean and jerks. People don't think about that. He didn't
Yeah.
even take his third. They were sketchy, but like it's Lasha. They can be
even
sketchy.
Ilya had way more competitive sessions.
Yeah. I mean, that's why Ilya's so sick, because every session was like close. He had to dog out and win. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Come on.
I'll take 30 for a spin.
You gonna keep push pressing?
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool push press because you get like the spine whip.
Yeah.
Your hands are out wide.
You can kind of
and you
pull
get
it
that-
down on
Yeah,
you
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
launch it up. This is honestly like kind of a dialed Tuesday workout. Like in between
Great.
big sessions. Just hitting full range of motion, not blowing out volume.
Yep. So many
actually
people are
have
gonna
to-
do this workout. Yeah, I'm cold. That's why. You're basically wearing the same thing, just not black on black. Oh yeah. They're Lulu.
The push press was a little harder.
Is it hard? Getting harder?
Yeah. I slid back a little bit.
Should I just go for 120?
Yeah, dude.
I think so. It'd be big. Now I see the problem with this is that I'm starting to think about the front squat.
Yeah.
Like my front squat's not that strong.
No,
So if I do 120,
dude, you could get in a car accident, be in a coma for 3 months, wake up and front squat 120.
yeah. So
You'll be all right.
Okay. And I'm saving this for a video, dude. There's this guy. His name's Josh. I don't know if you've ever trained with him. He's like 5'8", dude, kind of a bodybuilder guy. He trains at Lift ATX with Chris.
I don't think so.
Dude, big, strong dude. Super athletic. He comes into the gym. I'm walking at the same time. I'm like, dude, you want to do legs with me? He's like, hell yeah. I'm like, well, let's squat first. He goes, I don't squat. It's like the typical fucking response that I get from everyone. They just
squat.
stay away from the squat. And I'm like, he's like, dude, it just doesn't fucking work. I'm like, bro, if you were a weightlifter, you would total 325. Okay? You cannot tell me that you can't squat. You just never were taught how it's supposed to feel. You just, okay? So the main thing that everyone says is chest up. So you unrack the bar and you go chest up. And then it's like, it's kind of fucking weird, right? And they just go, this is not doing anything for me. It's just squeezing really hard. I'm like, keeping my chest up, trying to stay vertical. Dude, just learn how to sit. You sit and just relax, okay? No bar, no nothing. Then and then he's like, but my back is so round. And then all of a sudden, I put the bar on his back. I go, do the same thing you just did. Sit with no bar, right? The bar is not on your back. And mind you, this is an empty bar. He sits all the way down. His chest is like almost vertical.
Yeah.
But for him, it doesn't feel like it is.
Yeah.
Because of the cueing constantly of this.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
So
other
you-
common cue is, especially with CrossFit, is people will be like chest up, weight on your heels. Physically impossible to do.
Yeah.
Like, I start shaking immediately.
So basically, I was like this dude. Like, look at my back. It's not ideal. Like, but I'm just going like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't do this, like, you can build to this in like 1 or 2 sessions. Okay. So now you do this. All of a sudden, you put a bar on your back, and you don't think chest up. Like, come on, figure it out. You just get to that spot.
Yeah.
And then you come up. And then I did that with him, dude. And he was like giddy. He was like fucking, oh my God, squats have never felt like this.
Yeah.
He back squatted 315, paused at the bottom, came up like it was a fucking toy. And he was like, dude, I have not squatted that in 3 years. All because of that. One fucking thing that I told him.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't worry about the cue of chest up, just sit in the fucking...
the cue for squat is go down and then come up. Like, that's it. Whatever way that needs to happen is how you're supposed to do it. Like, no one's going to squat the exact same. And for me and you...
some people will be like, keep your chest up, and they'll just pocket the bottom position
Yeah.
and be like, I love squats, it's so great. But that rarely ever happens.
Rarely. And it normally leads to some fucking back pain, which you hear about all the time.
Knee pain, back pain, all that shit.
But like me and you, we're both long levered. We both have long ass legs. So like we've done some pretty respectful numbers in the squat just because we are allowing ourselves to kind of have this hinge and just riding it out the whole time.
And the fucked up thing is, dude, when you allow it to get that hinge, and then when the bar starts getting heavier, you physically can't lean too much. Because once you do, you're gonna miss, or the bar is gonna like fall this way.
Yeah.
So like, that's where you're limited, is your postural ability.
Yeah.
Not by this like inability to understand the proprioception from hips locked to hips in the bottom.
Yeah.
That fucks people up straight up.
Yeah.
And I just want to take that away. I just want to be like, there's the bottom, get there.
Yeah.
Hang out there, figure it out. Then stand up.
Yeah.
Do that with 60 kilos, I guarantee you can fucking do it. It's just a rethinking of the squat.
And it's like a thing you have to practice. You don't just do it and you're good at it. Like you'll build those patterns over time the more you do it.
Yes.
But people never squat and they'll squat one time and be like, this shit sucks. So I'm not gonna do
I don't
it.
like it, I'm getting on the leg
Practice it. You don't have to fucking gain strength. Just work on it.
All right.
Come on, boy. Yup. Squeeze. Come on. Tight. All Attaboy. Oh.
That was a battle, fellas.
That's what the last rep should look like.
Woo-wee. I felt like I gave birth.
That was perfect.
Christ.
You had a little save there at the bottom, no?
At the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking try 140. I'm gonna have to kind of sauce this push press. I'm sweating now. It's good.
Yeah.
I was pretty cold up until now.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right.
The fucking push press was the most badass part of that whole
Yeah,
thing.
that felt
You
cool
should,
when I
dude,
did it.
honestly, you should start pushing weird lifts like that, and like training becomes like way more fun. Like,
Yeah.
that's again, Alexei to me represents the pinnacle of like hard training weightlifting influencer.
Yeah.
Even like the Tarakti complex, like all those crazy things that he did. You're still training hard and you're still fucking good at lifting. You're just kind of psychologically doing different shit to like stay engaged.
You're just opening up new avenues
Yeah.
for like psychological progress.
100%. And I think the fucking snatch grip push press is a very rare movement.
It's so fun.
It is really cool. I mean, fuck that, the fucking regular push press.
The week I clean and jerk 200, I got to a point where I was like fucking smoking like
150?
140 push presses for like doubles. I did 4 doubles at 140 and they were all just like no pressing at all. So do you have to go up or can you do the same
Yeah,
way?
you gotta go up. So yeah, this is, are we recording? This is the key with this workout is that you can't do your snatch weight for your first set.
Okay, so you have to go up.
You have to go up.
All right.
I'm only gonna go 125 just to fucking test this out. Maybe get the zins going a little bit, dude. I'm so dumb. I got these killer nicotine pouches from Sweden. Well, they're from London, but they're Swedish.
Yeah.
It's called Hellwit brand. They're the best.
How many?
Hellwit orange.
How many milligrams?
I think it's like 9. But they're not that much. I don't know why it doesn't.
I think it's like slower release over a longer period of time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those.
Dude, it's very weird. Like, I had them, I was like, these must be like 6s.
Yeah.
Or like 4s or 5s or something. And I looked on the back, it's 9.
Have you ever had General Snus?
Huh?
General Snus. It's a little green tin. There are 14 milligram snus packets that you don't have to spit.
Okay.
And you can have them in for like 3.5 hours. It's just a steady like warm flow the whole time.
Yeah,
They're
so that's
fucking nice.
that's the thing. Like, I think Zen just like releases the nicotine so fast.
I feel like the reason it does that is because there's nothing that it binds to. Like when you're getting snus, it's like actual like it's binding to a tobacco leaf. Like it has to come
you're
out.
talking about like the powder pulverized tobacco.
Yeah.
Snus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still talking. These are nicotine pouches.
They're white.
Yeah, they're not snus. It's
Interesting.
It's a salt, but they're 9. Yeah, I don't know if I like snus. Snus has been around, snus or whatever. Snus has been around forever, but I like the salts.
The salts are nice. I mean, that's fucking all I've ever done. Have you done those the on ones, like little square box?
No, I don't like
Dude,
them.
you get 8 milligrams, it'll be gone in 10 minutes, and you're just nauseous as fuck.
Yeah.
And they literally saute your mouth.
That's why I commented on your post. I was like, I smoke cigarettes when I can.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I always can.
There was I think I screenshotted it, but it was a list where cigs don't count. So good.
It's just like every situation ever.
Yeah, it's like after 1 beer, doesn't count. After a meal, doesn't count. There's a couple other ones.
Dude, I've been doing, whenever I go out to eat now, I'll get a little bit of espresso at the end of my meal. It's fucking amazing. I always see like older people drinking coffee with their dessert.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? I tried it. Like all the bloating and everything and like the food coma that you get into after eating a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
It's just not there. You just feel normal instantly. It's fucking cool.
I love like old people things, dude.
Whenever like from now on, whenever I see someone that's like 70 doing something, I'm going to try it because they're always on to something. You're not that age and do something for no reason.
Dude, you have not been more right.
Yeah.
Except for like those, you know, what's that thing? Hold on. What's that thing at like main commercial gyms where they would do like like it was always an old guy and you'd like put like too much weight on like a chest press machine and he would just be like, you remember that?
Yeah.
There's a phase where they did that. All the old guys would do like a million reps, but it would be like 3 inches.
Yeah. I mean,
is that still a thing? Like those 70-year-olds, I feel like.
but here's the thing. They're 70. They're in the gym blasting a shitload of reps and they're not injured.
It's true.
So they probably onto something, dude.
Okay, so this is me, front squat, first set, no warm up. Okay. Ooh, definitely like more challenging. Definitely.
Just go 60.
Because like it like the way that it pulls on your front rack is obviously way different, but the way that your upper back responds to that,
Yeah.
those muscles were not warm.
Not bad. Front rack definitely feels fucking weird. I feel very fucking turned in.
It felt like it's very much this feeling.
Yeah, just collapsed.
Yeah, because you're not warm for that movement.
But my hips are so open
Yeah.
that I can just sit straight down and hold that.
The Dog Pack shirts are restocked on Barbell Apparel. The best way you can support this podcast is by supporting them because they support me. Grab yourself a shirt, grab yourself some ultralight joggers. Their stuff is awesome. I went to Texas States today. I wore their long sleeve shirt. I wore their hat. I wore their jeans. Everything they sell, you can wear all the time and it is worth the money. Click the link down in the description to go shop. Any purchase you make that has the Dozer logo on it, I get commissioned for it and it really helps fund these episodes. Back to the video.
That was better.
Woo!
I have to do 65. I can't do 10s on this. I don't think.
Yeah. Because
Or I'll go 70
your
and then I'll do
first
5s.
back squat set probably 200, 195, 190.
If I end at 190 here, should be good. And then I can start back squat at 200.
Damn, I will say this, like, I was in unrecognizable shape compared to where I'm at now. And I think the front squat is the biggest tell. So like Thursday, I'd get to a meet and I'd be competing Sunday. Mm-hmm. So my workout was like snatch 120, clean and jerk 140, easy.
Yeah.
And then front squat 180.
Yeah.
Just boom, 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 done. Section
like
over,
45-minute
lead.
workout.
Yeah. 180.
Yeah.
And I was
Butter.
doing that all the time. It was literally like, yeah, okay, here. It's a little tough. Okay, good, nice. I got my heavyweight. I'm like, that's where I'm like, fuck, that's great.
It's a weird transition, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I
But
find
you can't
that
think like that. Like, I actually don't give a shit. You know? I don't. I literally don't. But
Yeah.
it's just, it's funny to know.
I mean, if like that was your
70?
reality and you did give a shit,
would
something's
suck.
wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
Like,
Life would suck for me, dude. If I cared, like if I was like, I'm only back, like I'm RPE fucking 7 on a 135 front squat, and I want to be front squatting 180 like it's easy, I'm not doing the right thing.
Especially for someone that's been in it as long as you, with all the knowledge you have. If you're like, why can't I do this? That'd be such a bad look.
That'd
be devastating.
Yeah.
Better.
All right. Hybrid training is CrossFit for people who can't snatch. Let's go.
I mean,
Hurt me.
facts, honestly. I mean, isn't High Rocks just CrossFit without Olympic lifts?
Yeah, it's running. It's just running. Like all the weights are negligible. It's just like CrossFitters would do really well in it, but they'll get beat out by like just like a freaky kind of endurance guy.
That Hunter guy?
Yeah, I think so. Like Hunter just couldn't snatch.
Yeah.
And like that's it. Like I do have a lot of respect for CrossFitters. Like when you realize what the fuck they do.
Yeah.
Like go lift with Matt Fraser. Like any of you guys, and you want to be like, oh, CrossFit's gay. CrossFit's this. I'm like, go lift with him. Go watch him.
Yeah. He's impressive.
You're like, oh, it's gay. Hey. Oh, what are we doing?
You got 35, right?
Oh yeah, 35. Oh, it's gay. Like, okay, well, he snatches more than you, clean and jerks more than you, back squats more than you, runs a faster 5K, can walk on his fucking hands, can run on his fucking hands. Like,
he's a freak.
I think it's just CrossFit is threatening in that way.
Yeah.
But I also think like the hybrid thing is pretty silly. Oh, I need a.
I mean, there's definitely a huge subset of people in the fitness industry that can't decide what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
And hybrid's perfect for that.
I mean, look, let's be fucking very real here. Like, my life has changed drastically. Your life has changed drastically. But we want to keep entertaining people and we want to keep this fucking thing alive. So there's only so many routes you can go.
Yeah.
Okay, you're either getting strong, you're either getting fast, you're either getting lean.
Yeah.
And you're rotating through all of those all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess my thing is like, I just want to fucking hang out. Like, I want to be able to hang out with my fucking squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because I just don't really, for me, it's not in the cards for any of them. However, right now I'm trying to get lean.
Yeah.
Just because I never really.
That's a mysterious. I've been lean one time, and it was pretty cool. It was like right when I moved here, and I was probably like 10% body fat. My Olympic lifts were dialed, and I was like, this is probably never going to happen again. It is a cool feeling. The big difference I noticed with being lean is like waking up in the morning is so easy. Like, you just feel healthy as fuck all the time. Like, your energy is so good all the time. But once you get like 15%, you turn into a fucking slug. Like,
15?
Like,
no,
15,
I think 20. I think.
Actually, yeah, 20 is a better number.
I think,
for that.
dude. Yeah. I don't even think I'm at 15 right now. I'm probably like 17. 18.
I'm probably like 24, 25.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's really tough, bro. Like, it's weird because water kind of affects a lot of it. But but I think there's people who are genetically just like they can just
like fucking
just be like right around 10%.
That DK Metcalf video where he's talking about his daily diet.
Yeah.
He's like, would wake up 4 or 5 bags of candy, and I'll eat 1 meal dinner. I'm like, fucking 8
I just
pack.
imagine like there's like you know, Titanic, you know, where they're like feeding the engine. Mm-hmm. They're like, hurry up. That's like in his stomach.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit? I don't know. Just put it in the furnace, dude.
I honestly feel like his food's not absorbed at all. It's just in there and just gets burned and expelled within like 30 minutes.
Yeah. That guy would be terrible at CrossFit.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible. He would puke so fast. All right. Set number 3.
Let's go. Yeah.
So what are you doing?
75. So this will be 3. Then I'll do 80. If 80 is really easy, I'll just jump to 90. All right, now go.
I don't want to spoil it.
Spoil what?
Who are you going to go train with?
I can bleep it out.
No, because it's too specific.
It'll give him a clue. I'll bleep out any of the.
You're gonna be stronger than them unless they decide to train for you visiting.
Yeah. There's a couple people like that I'm gonna go train with.
Yeah, but if either way it's fine. Either way it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like sometimes that's a really cool idea. Is being like, you know, Gabriel does that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be like, I'm going to meet with Owen 2 months from now. So now I train hard.
Yeah.
And like that's what he'll do. Like it's like he's peaking for a moment rather than a meet.
I mean that's like the real reason I'm training right now.
It's cool.
I'm filming with all these people.
Yeah. I think. But the problem though is that you become a Sonny Webster where you're and it's like you're always have to be peaked.
Yeah.
He's such a fucking dog like that. Like he really is.
Yeah.
I don't think people get that. He's a fucking sick fuck, and like he'll literally be peaked for. He'll just be hitting like 150, 180, 150, 180 for like
Ever.
a year straight, every fucking weekend. All these.
I don't think
seminars.
there's been a time where Sonny Webster's not been doing 50-80 in like the last decade.
I'm telling you, bro. And like that's the thing. Like he is a sick fuck. Like, and people say everyone's gonna say whatever they think about Sonny. I've known him forever, and every time I've trained with him, he's been a fucking sick dog.
Same.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like
I trained with him one time at the Arnold, and we were just like blasting 140, 145 snatches. I missed like 8 times, and he was just like, keep fucking going, dude. I was like, this is great. He's about it. He knows what's up.
oh yeah. Yeah, I think I gotta start going a little bit faster on my descent.
Yeah, just like once you fucking
Yeah, it's
push the bar out of the rack, it's fucking game time.
Yeah. I get in this habit when I'm warming up of doing that, which is it's a good habit to be in. But then I have to like actively be like, okay, descend.
Dude, with every exercise I do, there's a moment where it's like, it's normally around 80% where I'm just like, switch it off and just fucking be so aggressive.
Yeah,
Like literally from the moment I take my breath out and step up to the bar, it's like game on until I'm stepping away.
Okay, have you seen the guy? Have you seen the I understand it now guy?
I think so.
It's this black dude who does trick shots.
Oh yeah.
And he'll miss and he goes, I understand it now.
Yeah.
All one take and then he'll hit it.
Yeah.
That is Adam Malagov trying to do 175 in training.
Yeah.
So he misses and he goes, oh, I understand it now.
Yeah.
And like he just like it's a Russian thing, and I've said this in so many videos. If you follow me at all, they can like turn it on and like they just go, oh, I'm just gonna extend harder and faster and longer.
Yeah.
Because when you're warming up, the idea when you're warming up is like you're not actually extending hard. You're just timing everything. It's just whop, whop, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now there's a distinct difference between 95 and 100, or even like 90 to 95, where you have to like forget about timing
and just bring nothing but effort.
Yes.
Like effort.
And they do that. The Russians do that.
Yeah.
The best ones do.
Yeah. I mean, Akilov.
And he's just fucking, yeah, and then they catch 175.
Like Carlos Nassar. Have you seen him like train like his warm-ups? His warm-ups look fucking weird. Like you watch him warm up and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then he gets to like 60 and it's fucking different. Like
I've
really
never seen that dude in
different.
person.
You have?
I never have.
I haven't either. I've watched his videos. I mean, fucking grand goal of all goals is to do one of these with him, with a translator.
Come on, you fucker.
Let's go. Speed. Yeah, that's better. I can always tell the strength of someone, like while they're warming up, by the way they load their plates. I don't know if you like watch people load their plates, but if you're like training and you see how someone like
Gingerly,
puts weights on their bar,
Yeah.
like the first time I realized that was at the Olympic Training Center watching Donovan Ford. He took he was squatting. He took a 25, just picked it up like that, and just put it on the bar.
Okay,
and I was
so-
like, oh my god.
That is such a great observation. Have you kind of like either lifted with a normie, whether it's like, and I hate, that sounds like a degrading term, but
Yeah.
you lifted with a normie,
A rookie.
back squat, deadlift, nothing like intense like that.
Yeah.
And just watching them struggle to like get the 45 up, or even worse, get the 45 or the 20 kilo plate or 25 kilo plate off.
Yeah.
Or put it on. They're like, and
Whenever
we're
they
just
grab like the end of the
fucking, we're like,
sleeve and
boom,
they
boom, whop, you know, fucking here we go, zoop.
if you see someone like grab, especially, I feel like I'm shitting on everyone right now, but if they like grab the bar on the inside and try to pull it and then push the plate on that way.
Oh yeah, dude. No.
It's been less than a year, but that's okay. That's all good. Actually, let's turn this into an educational thing. When you have a bar on the floor and you're putting a plate on, get it slatched, step over,
Yep.
and just slam it.
Yeah, because
then
you
look
can.
sick. Gotta
190.
Bink this if I want 190.
Nice.
Yeah.
So did you see what happened to CrossFit recently? They're going to Albany, bro. Albany. It's like
You ever been to Albany?
welcome to USA weightlifting, bro.
Yeah.
Don't take our style from us.
Yeah, we're gonna put you guys in the worst place possible
Yeah, dude.
for the most exciting event of the year.
Like, bro, we've been doing that, okay?
Yeah.
We've been going to places like Albany,
Yeah.
Cleveland,
Albuquerque.
fucking Memphis, Albuquerque, dog. Oh, I've been to Albuquerque a few times, okay?
None of those times were because I wanted to.
Yeah. Holy shit, man! How the mighty fall with CrossFit, eh?
Dude, they were LA.
Dude, it was. I tried to explain this to someone earlier, like.
Then they went to Minnesota.
The buzz around CrossFit at its peak was like, we're playing with house money.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Everyone in the arena was buying thousands of dollars of stuff, paying thousands of dollars of membership fees, and just obsessed with the athletes, the methodology. They couldn't get enough. And dude, honestly, it was pretty fucking rad.
Yeah.
I went there with Alexei Tarakti, and he did a fucking rack jerk he did 250 rack jerk, zoom like this, dropped it down, ripped his fucking shirt off at the Rogue tent in California at the peak of CrossFit, okay?
Yeah.
We were playing with house money all the way to now, where it's at Albany, New York. Like, dude.
What's there? What's in Albany? A college?
It was some small arena or whatever.
Isn't there like an Ivy League school there or something?
There's Albany. There's also Cornell, maybe. I don't know. Who cares? It doesn't fucking matter.
I mean,
the point being, it's like, bro, like the meme from Buster Scruggs where he's hanging and he goes, "First time." That's USA weightlifting looking over at CrossFit, who's now going to be at Albany. Like, bro, don't talk to us about second, third tier cities.
First time flying into a regional airport for a competition?
Yeah, bro. Welcome to our world.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Easy.
Come on. Yeah. That boy.
Oh, fuck.
Dizzy?
No, I kicked that thing. Fuck yeah. Easy
right.
day.
Oh shit, that was 192 and a half.
What did I do?
There's a collar.
Oh, well.
Pretty cool.
I did that to Alexi one time. He was actually like genuinely mad.
Really?
Okay, so the change to back squat from front squat I don't think is as hard
It can't be.
as overhead to front.
Because I feel like overhead squats kind of warms up the shoulders for what they need to do in the back squat.
And the overhead squat stuff does come from the back.
Yeah, it's the same pattern.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this fucking raw.
Bing. Yeah.
Beltless, wrapless PR.
Okay, let's put the green in there.
Yeah.
And then the blue. You have like 15 opportunities to like PR.
Yeah.
And that might sound crazy, but my thing is like, I actually like to think about PR workouts sometimes.
Yeah.
And we would talk about this a bunch. It's like, when did you know you're in shape? Well, for me, I knew I was in shape when I could do like 5x5 front squat at 150.
Yeah.
I knew I was clean and jerking over 170. And maybe it was too much, but like I was just like, oh, my legs and everything are fucking gassed
Yeah.
up. And that's what I love is like you can, if you want to do this workout over multiple weeks, you can like just increase every number by 5.
Yeah. Just kind of.
And that's exactly what I'm doing today compared to last week.
Yeah. Steady. Yeah, yeah.
Hey. Oh yeah. Isn't this a fucking cool ass workout, dude?
Huh?
Isn't this a cool ass workout?
Yeah, it's nice.
I'll do 70.
70.
There are a couple weird, like CrossFit strength, like benchmarks.
Yeah.
One of them was like, you know, it's like, okay, you know you're in elite shape when you can do body weight overhead squat for 15 reps.
That is weird.
And then there's this workout. I don't even know what, this was just a main site workout. Those are really interesting ways of training.
Yeah. I mean, that are applicable to CrossFit.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess if you can overhead squat your body weight that many times, it's probably useful.
Well, there was that workout that we did, Lynn.
Yeah.
5 sets body weight bench, 5 sets max effort pull-ups.
Yeah.
Rest as much as you need. It's like those strength workouts where they like kind of push strength endurance are very cool.
Yeah.
That was 4, right?
Yep. I'm gonna go 215.
Cool. I'll do 75. One shot. 2 hundo. 210. 2, 1.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah. Is there even a number like on the back squat? Like I know you did 300 recently.
I did.
Or you know, I mean, sorry, 280.
I did 272, 600.
But you've done 280, right?
I've done 280, yeah.
Did you feel like you could pass it?
Yeah, and then I got like real cocky and fucking did 230 for a set of 8.
Yeah.
It was just fucking tanked after that. I like couldn't come back, so I just had to take time off. I did 272 Saturday. Monday did 230 for 8.
Yeah.
That was just gone. But
Yeah, that's fucking nutty, dude.
I don't think I'm ever gonna try to squat more than 280. There's just like, with my body, I'm kind of on my last leg as far as injuries go.
Yeah, but I wonder if there was a way to game it. I think there is.
I mean, unless I use like a bunch of healing peptides the whole time, which I
But
gotta.
I even mean like in training.
Yeah, I would have to only squat and do nothing else.
Yeah, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
For like
Then do like
hardly
yoga
any
on
reps.
the off days.
Yeah, hardly any reps. The bar never slows down, ever. And basically you you try to achieve some sort of velocity with 260.
Yeah.
Some sort of fucked up velocity, and then
just
maybe-
send 300.
And then send, yeah.
That would be the way if I were to do it.
It's like it's essentially velocity training when you're trying to be safe.
Yeah. Let's go.
Come on, bitch.
Come on. Oh, yes, sir.
20 or 25?
220. Let's end on a crisp one. Yeah.
All right. So I was thinking about this. It's like, it's not that I've like passed the torch off.
Yeah.
You know, for like, but if you're going around the world training with all these people, like that's exactly what I always wanted and like wanted to do. It almost was like, I didn't feel like enough people would care or something. But if you don't give a fuck how many people care, then you're gonna be fine.
I don't care.
And like, dude, this is the sort of shit that keeps Olympic weightlifting alive. Like the fucking beautiful sport that it is. And if you're not like excited about fucking going to lift with Alex Lee, who's like a very niche character in the strength world.
John North, like
these are guys who a very select few people are going to understand and know like the lore behind. But if you keep that alive, it's like literally fucking.
It matters.
It matters.
It matters
for sure.
so much.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna keep doing it. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, dude.
There'll probably be a few episodes with Zach, so keep your eye out. But let me know who you guys want to see in the next episode. Goodbye.